Good morning. Good morning. Alright. How about we don't do that this morning, Mr. Tablet? Can we get on? Hey Naya. Can we stay stable? Are we gonna stay today? Are we? No, I'm not tall enough. Okay. Morning. So yeah, thanks for catching my scope this morning. My name is TremaineRaisa. What is this? Is that toothpaste? Is that soap? Get out of my hair. Oh my gosh. Good morning. I can't really see who's coming in the room, but I can say good morning. Good morning. So today is like kind of a mid-level energy day. And then it's not sunny out, so that's kind of like sapping my energy as well. But you know what? Good morning. We're gonna run with it. Okay, we're gonna run with it. My name is TremaineRaisa. I am an identity strategist and brand consultant for women who believe that they have a big vision for their lives and they just need some help charting that course. Yeah. And today I want to talk to you again. Oh, here we go. I want to talk to you guys about your brand voice and why you need a brand voice. Well, not necessarily why you need a brand voice, because I think you know why you need a brand voice. But basically, some hacks you can do to kind of nail down your brand voice without a whole lot of stress, kind of. Yeah, so thank you for the hearts, and I think I'm going to just jump right into it today. I'm going to jump right in. Wait. Oh, here we go. I have notes. Okay, so brand voice hack number 1, right? You have to know your purpose. If you don't know why you're talking to whoever you're talking to, if you don't know why you are doing a blog or why you're in business or like why you're doing anything that you're doing, then it's going to be really hard for you to sound like you, or to actually have any intention in your voice. It's going to be very difficult for you to have a defined voice and something that's going to resonate with your audience. It's going to be really difficult for you to do that if you don't really know what you are like on the internet doing. Like if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, then all of your efforts, be they Periscope, your website, blogging, what have you, all of your efforts are going to be subpar, and they're not really going to resonate with your audience, which is what you want it to do. So, brand hack number 1, know your purpose, right? Know why you're doing what you're doing. Know what it is that you're supposed to be helping your audience with, okay? Know that thing. Know it inside, outside, backwards, frontwards, just know it, okay? Hack number 2 is know your audience. So this goes hand in hand with like hack number 1, because in order for you to really know what your purpose is, you sort of kind of know who you're helping. You have to know what they need. You have to know what they think they need, or you have to know what they want. You have to know what the problem is that you're solving for them. Like, what's the problem they're experiencing? Like, what does that problem look like for them? And this all helps to create really actionable content that's actually going to help them, and that's going to move them forward. So in order for you to know in order for you to have a really defined brand voice, you have to know know who your audience is. Know your audience. Like, you should know your audience like you know your sister. And hopefully you know your sister really well. Okay? So know your audience. And then the first one was know your purpose. Know what it is. Know why you're doing what you're doing for your audience. Okay, so hack number 3, I've only got 3 hacks for you guys this morning. Hack number 3 is know yourself. You have to know you have to. Thank you for the hearts. But you have to know who you are in order for you to know the value that you're going to bring to your audience. Like, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what your value is in yourself, like if you don't know that, it's going to be really difficult. like dang near impossible for you to provide any value to anybody else, because it's always going to be like a hit and miss. It's always going to be frustrating for both you and your audience. It's always going to be where your audience sort of kind of doesn't know if they're supposed to be consuming your content, if they're supposed to be in your space. Like, they won't really know where they fit, because you don't really know what you're doing, because you don't really know who you are. Like, it's dang near impossible for you to have a clear, defined brand voice if you don't know who you are. And that includes knowing what your purpose is. That includes knowing what your mission is, and your mission in life, because your mission in life sort of kind of ties into your mission in business. And if you don't have a mission, if you don't have a vision, if you don't know your life's purpose, then your brand is going to be, I'm trying to think of a word. Your brand is going to be like Skittles. And not in the it's going to taste good kind of way, but it's going to be like all kind of different flavors. Like, have you ever taken a handful of Skittles and like put it in your mouth? It's sweet, but it's not really good. Yeah, mixed up, basically. I was getting there. I was going to get there. I was. The lack of sunlight is like draining my brain. But that's exactly what it's going to be. Like, you're going to have sometimes when you hit something, and sometimes when you miss, and then you're going to have like 70 billion different topics, because you're not really sure what you're supposed to be doing. And that literally comes from knowing who you are, knowing yourself, and knowing your purpose. So, again, as a recap, 3 brand voice hacks that's going to help you to define your brand voice, and really bring some clarity to your brand is: number 1, know your purpose. Number 2, know your audience. And number 3, you want to know yourself. And I remembered all of them without looking at my notes. Yeah, so know your purpose, know your audience, and know yourself, right? You have to know. Well, if you've never had any kind of experience, thank you guys so much for the hearts. If you've never had any kind of experience with any like branding exercises, like just take those. Like, if you've struggled with your brand voice, if you've struggled with your voice on your blog, on your website, if you're talking on social media and it doesn't really sound like you, excuse me, okay, that was weird. But if you're interacting with people on social media and you don't really like the way you sound, and it doesn't really sound like you, thank you. But like, those are issues that come with when you don't really know what your brand voice is, when you're not really clear on your brand voice. So to avoid all that, take these 3 hacks, and just work with them. Just work with them, and you're going to have like a really defined brand voice, hopefully, at the end, if you do, if you work through them. So I'm running an experiment over the next 10 days. I want to see if, okay, I did not write this one down and now I forgot, but I'm running an experiment. I think I called it the 10 in 10. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So basically I want to help 10 women in the next 10 days. 10 days? 10 to 10? Yeah, so it would be 10 days. So, I want to help 10 women in the next 10 days, and these, well, it can be a discovery call if that's what you want to do. It can be just a, well, sorry, it can be a discovery call. It can actually be an actual session, what have you. But basically, I just want to like really dive deep. Like, these are like okay, now I remembered. I want to have 10 what I call intense sessions with 10 women over the next 10 days. And these are an hour and a half to 2 hour long sessions where we literally dive deep and we figure out whatever it is that is up in your brand, and we hash it out and we figure it out, and you get exercises to do and figure it out, and then you get feedback, and then there's a follow-up session, I think in 2 weeks. There's a follow-up session in 2 weeks that we can use to like gauge your progress and this, that, and the other thing. But basically, it's a pared down, but like also amped up version of my brand intensive sessions. And I'm just running an experiment to see, well, I forgot. I think I decided to write it down, but I forgot what the purpose of the experiment is. Other than to like just get in there and like help women to figure out stuff that are going wrong in their brands. But that is basically my experiment. And if you're interested, or if you're catching this replay and you're interested in booking one of those, you can click the link in my bio. Yeah, you can click the link in my bio, and schedule one of those sessions, right? So it's gonna be, I'm excited. I have a few other places that I'm gonna post about it, and then we're just gonna see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. My experiment may not come off. It may. Who knows? Yeah. So that is it. There's no singing this morning, guys. There's no singing. But yeah, thanks for watching this scope. If you're interested, or if you know somebody who would be interested, send them the link. Send them this replay if you want. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. Thank you, Niall. I'm gonna get back to work and hopefully like persuade the sun to come out. We'll see how good that goes, right? So bye guys, talk to you guys later.